Hello, everyone, and welcome back to some more Rome 2 Siege action. We're here at Cyrene, and yeah, I ended up missing the last 2 days. So, as a bonus treat, I know I usually take the weekends off, but I'll have videos up for you for Saturday and Sunday. That being said, this replay has been sent in to us by Eric. It's a 3v3 here at Cyrene, as I had said. So, we'll do the thing. We'll go over the players on the field of battle, quickly go over army comps, and then we'll get right into it. So, we'll start with defenders, work our way to the attackers, and then, you know the whole spiel. Work our way around. So, Eric is playing as Nabatea, Starkiller 556 is playing as Aravaki, and Billy T. Sherm is playing as Bactria. Then over here we have Aguro? Agueroh. Aguro, I think. Playing as Rome. Krusty V Bus playing as Boii. And then playing as Pontus, we have Taco Munchin Youngin. Not just the women, but the men and the children too. All right, sorry. Okay, so we'll start with Pontus, work our way around, then go into the defenders as well. So Pontus is bringing a big old onager here. It's bringing bronze shield pikes. Lots of Pontic swords, Pontic Royal Cabin. Notice too that he has a lot of these Pontic swords silver chevroned up, single, double, and I believe that there is one triple possibly laying around somewhere. I could be wrong though. He also does have a bunch of Gallic warrior or Celtic warriors, and then I know there is a naked sword laying around here too. There he is. Ooh. I don't know that this is such a good idea. But anyway, and then we have four rather, Eastern Art. Oh, why would you do this? Remember, kids, don't chevron up your archers unless you absolutely have. Not that you have to, but you have money left over and you can't dump it in anything else. Then yeah, sure, go ahead. But I mean, to triple bronze chevron all four of these archers. I mean, that's kind of a lot of money that could have went into something else. I mean, you could have chevroned up maybe like these pikes or some of the more other the Pontic swords or even the Celtic warriors, although they are chevroned up to single silver, which makes them a little bit more formidable. But anyway, interesting too that he has his gen behind here, but usually no one really goes after the general once it starts. All right, anyway, Boii looks like Boii has forgotten siege equipment, and Pontus did not share any. Unsportsmanlike. Anyway, Boii is bringing, let's see, Noble Horse Gen. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units of Oathsworn. And then, looks like 4 Sword Followers, and then 4 Celtic Bowmen. So it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. He's only brought 15 units, so he doesn't have a full stack. But anyway, Rome is bringing a little onager boy there. You have Auxiliary Cav, Legatus General, Velites, which I feel like I've been seeing them more and more often, actually. And then I'm assuming, yep, 3 Syrians. And let's see, what do we got? Oh my Jesus fucking Christ. 4 Praetorian Guard. Avocati. And then Histati across the board for the initial push. 4 Praetorian Guard, 6 Oathsworn. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright. Bactria is bringing. We got some Bactrian Hillmen up on the walls. Bactrian Hillmen there. Bunch of Thorax swords, I would imagine. Thorio spears. We also have one elite Persian, and then 3 Syrians. Bactrian Royal Guard. Thorax, right? Thorio spears, Thorax swords. Where's where General is? Ooh, Indian Armored Elephant. Okay. No, that's not General. What am I talking about? General's over here. Bactrian Royal Cav. And then we have 2 units of pikes. Yep. over here defending the choke points. Arvaki is bringing. Let's see what we got. 2 units of Skitarii here. We have some Balearic Slingers, or if you're English, I think people from like the UK, I think say Balearic. I think. Anyway, all right. So I'm gonna get sidetracked here for a second, but there's a YouTube page called Invicta where he used to do Total War stuff, but now he's more history focused, which and he puts out really good like documentaries. So he covers a lot of antiquity, and he did a series on Balearic Slingers, and the narrator, who is a person of who was English, was calling them Balearic Slingers. So anyway, there's your little tidbit for the day. You're welcome. Skitarii. Let's see, we have some more Balearic Slingers, and then we have Iberian Swords, more Skitarii. And I think that's it for him, too, right? Where's this general at, actually? Oh, over here. Let's see, he has 2 units of Noble Cav, and then here we go, Noble Fighters, and so 2 units of Noble Fighters as well. And then Nabatea is bringing, kind of if you remember the last replay that I covered where Eric played as Nabatea, it's the same build, if I remember correctly, which from what he has said, he's been feeling Nabatea and the Nabatean Swordsman, and honestly, it's paying off too. So Nabatean Swordsman across the board. I think there is 1 Axe Warrior in here. He has 2 of the Armored Desert Hoplites, 2 of the Nabatean Thorax Pikes. I think he has 2 Rakim Palace Guard, right? Yep. General is the Nabatean Noble Cav, and then we have Hellenic Desert Cataphracts, the 4 Nabatean Heavy Archers, and that's about the long and short of it. So, yep, there's the Rakim Palace Guard, and then Nabatean Thorax Pikes. Alright, and that's it. So, 39 minutes, 41 seconds on the clock. Let's get into it right now. So, yeah, man, Pontus putting naked swords for the initial push. 10 points to anyone who can tell me why that's a bad idea. I mean, they have the slingers up on the wall here, probably to begin with to protect the artillery from the towers, but also once this guy gets... What are you doing? What are you doing? Unless he's gonna wait. Unless he's gonna wait. And look at this. Oh my god. Arvaki coming in. Shots off at the onagers in the back. And is he gonna be able to get the shots off on Arvaki? I mean, these slingers are definitely gonna start opening fire. He's gonna start taking some serious losses for his archers here, especially since they don't have a lot of armor. They have 10 armor, so projectiles. Ooh, but he did manage to get the ballista. Can we see? Only 40 kills. No, that was the slingers. Noble Cav. No, I guess we can't see. Yeah, I guess we can't. That sucks. Unfortunate, though. Unfortunate. So, where is it? Where is it? There it is. Yes, there we go. Eastern Onager from Nabatea as well. So, let's see. Bactria is firing at Rome, going after the Stadi, already down to 129 men. Rome isn't really pushing up any of his other troops, so I mean, if he doesn't do that soon, he's going to have a bad time. I mean, I understand that this is still firing, but I mean, these Stadi are going to get chewed up pretty quickly by the Thorax Swords and even the Bactrian Helmet. I mean, they aren't the greatest unit in the world. I mean, melee defense isn't terrible, and the armor's not awful either. But I always felt that like Hillman and Bactrian Hillman are best used as just a projectile unit. Let them get their jabbies off, especially if you can get a good angle for them. And then once they use up all their projectiles, then you just throw them in there. Still no movement from... Ooh, I'm missing it. I'm sorry. Nabatea came out in force. Hellenic Desert Cataphracts getting into the Onager here. Did he actually manage? No. only lost one guy. He's getting into the general now as well. This unit, unfortunately, is going to be on his way out. Looked like they were ready for it, though. Bronchial Pikes out and into support. Yeah, these guys are gone. It was worth a shot. I can't really, you know, fault them for trying to go after the Onager over here. Unfortunately, Bactria was, or Pontus was a little too quick. Meanwhile, Rome has managed to make it up to the walls. He did knock down a section of the walls, and looks like he might have actually hiccuped. Probably thought there was two different sections. I'm wondering now if he's a new player. But now Rome is sending in his Estati, this depleted unit of 78 men. He's going to take on this unit of Hillmen. Honestly, maybe the Hillmen might win this. Some more walls from Rome are being knocked down. His ballista still has some ammo though on its side. 124 kills too. It's not bad, not bad. Boii has made it up to the walls. Oh, if he's not careful, he might lose some men here. Far enough away where he didn't have to worry about it. So now we got some 3 pretty sizable breaches here that Boii created. Arvaki's going to move in to cover those breach points. And, ooh, yeah, look at that! Woo. They are being supported by Thorio Spears, it looked like. But yeah, these Hillmen got in there and did their thing. They're, I almost said beating off the Estati, but I'm not going to say that. Even though I just said it, I'm not going to say it. They are managing to thwart the Estati unit. Looks like he's going to pull out the Hillmen so they don't get too beat up. I'm going to switch them out for some Thorak swords. Thorak swords are going to finish them off, and then that will be it. Rome is now starting to slowly move up his units, moving up a unit of the Syrian archers. Epicati cohort moving forward. Boii is also moving up. Looks like they're actually abandoning this breach. Not that it's like particularly important in any way, shape, or form, because really, I mean, the only 2 causeways from this angle here are through here, and then of course here and here. So yes, you would want to focus mostly in this general vicinity. So we have the Naked Swords moving up with their Tortoise. They are going to, ooh man, Neptune heavy archers are starting to fire. I'm sure that they are going to start firing at these Naked Swords. Hopefully though, they don't get caught on the walls and don't get beat up. So Armored Desert Hoplites backing up some Iberian swordsmen. Hopefully it filtered in with the Iberian swords, actually. You might want to pull them back a wee bit just so that they don't get thwarted. Because Iberian swords aren't a terrible unit. So if you look at their stat, I mean, the melee defense is absolutely insane. 60 melee defense, 35 attack and damage. Where are we here? And then armor's pretty shit though, right? So, but they have that, you know, with Arvaki, they have that Thurio Spear like projectile ability where they can just use their projectiles. So it's better, definitely better to use them in that sense. But again, their melee defense is just absolutely insane. I mean, 60. That's a low tier unit too. So it's pretty good. I think they'll fare. I think they will fare better over here, being filtered in with the Armored Desert Hoplites. However, we do have a wall being breached here. I would imagine that these Nabatean swordsmen are going to get in to the mix with these Naked Swords. It's not too close, is he? Looks like he might have lost one guy from the wall falling. The problem here, though, with these guys being sent in is they're going to get focused down by the slingers, the archers, and these guys aren't going to last very long. I would imagine, though, however, that they are going to charge into the rear. But again, that's going to expose their rear, and then they'll just start melting pretty quickly. Meanwhile, back over here, Rome is... Oh, wow. Charging out. It looks like Rome is actually abandoning this breach point over here. Which that might end up... I mean, it probably will end up proving fatal for him. like I feel like it seems now, at least, that they might be just trying to make a huge, massive push, which I understand. I do kind of get that. Pontic Swordsman losing pretty terribly to Nabatean Swords. Mercenary Naked Swords are already down to 63 men. They only have 74 kills. Iberian Swords are getting routed. But the Armored Desert Hoplites are holding firm with a melee defense of a boosted melee defense of 69. Yeah, alright, so maybe he's not. Maybe he's not. Filtering in, chasing off the Evocati cohort. The Evocati cohort can take on the Thorax Swords, so I don't know what's going on here. But I feel, yeah, pull back. Don't go too crazy chasing after these guys, because then this guy will come around and attack you in the rear. Going after the Hillman. You know what? That's fine. They did their job. Sure, they're gonna lose, but they did their job, and that's all that really matters. But again, he's abandoning the. I mean, by dropping this breach point, I want to make sure that nobody else is sallied out at this point. By abandoning this breach point here, you're just letting Bactria off the hook a little bit, because you're relieving pressure from this spot over here, and then he's going to be able to just shift troops around accordingly to where he needs them. They've hemmed themselves into just one giant choke point, because that's what this all is just one giant choke point, this right here, okay? You can't go this way, you can't go through the streets, you're stuck here. You're stuck in this corridor. Granted, they do still have this breach here if they want to go and use it, but at this point, he's committed. He is committed to being over here, all right? He's already sent in too many troops over here to say, no, never mind. I'm going to come over here. He's committed. That's it. And then, what are you doing with your archers? What are you doing? Oh, okay. It's the Evocati cohort. Arvaki's Katari getting pretty beat up by the sword followers, and also arrow support from the Celtic bowmen. What is Pontus doing with this unit over here? Anyway, are they firing? They aren't. I would be firing. I would have gotten this thing so far up and angled it a certain way so that I could shoot in. I don't know. I would not have this back here. This would be moving up, as we speak. I mean, but I think what we can expect to actually happen is, once Boii gets far enough away and he starts to push up more, we'll see Arvaki's Noble Cav come out, and they'll probably take care of this. They might even get into some of the archers too. I wouldn't be surprised. And that Noble Cav could probably, because are they shot Cav? Yeah, the Noble Cav definitely will take on them. Can take out the Pontic Royal Cavalry. Alright, so meanwhile, looks like Pontus is actually making some pretty decent headway here at the moment. Lots of Pontic swords taking on some Nabatean swordsmen at the moment, holding fast. Nabatean already up to 235 kills, and they still have ammo, so well done there. And now they're in, and there goes Rome. Rome's trying to be sneaky, but is he moving them in? He is. But one unit of Praetorian Guard won't last long. I mean, what the hell? What? What is this? What? It was like half of this unit was daydreaming, staring at clouds, and a quarter of it was we're going over here. Hey, we're going over here. Oh my god. This fucking game. What is Rome doing? Make up your mind. You're just gonna get shot at, man. So, Rome is just, I don't know what Rome's doing. They're sending in units kind of piecemeal, pulling his cab out. Definitely needs to. If it leaves them in there too long, they will lose. Evocati cohort taking on Thorax swords, and they're winning, of course. And what he should be, ooh, nice move, Rome. up on the walls here. However, that could prove to be a wheat. Yeah. Here we go. Shots coming out from Naptia's Eastern Onager. Gonna get, I mean, come on. You gotta love it. Right down, nice shots right down this quarter. Boii lined up his troops for him, so now he's just gonna go ahead and start ripping shots on Boii. But yeah, that's exactly... While this was a smart idea, it would have been a genius idea if he had waited for the archers from Bactria to not be there anymore. Meanwhile, this unit of Evocati cohort, what I was about to say is, I mean, look at this gap right here. You know how I feel about gaps. Column them up and send them on through. I mean, I don't know. I think he would have had a better time. He would have been able to break these, and it looks like he's going to do that right now. He would have been able to break these thorax swords a lot better if he could have gotten, which he's doing right now, them in onto the side. Even if they end up getting caught, and which happened, I mean, it's a fresh unit. They've only lost 2 men so far. So getting into the Thorio Spears, they have 12 kills. But yeah, now they're facing the wrong way. See, I think it would have been better if you had just columned them up and then pushed them through this section right here, that gap, but then just sat them there for the most part. And not had, because now they're just kind of surrounded. Thorio Spears in the mix, more, no, Praetorian Guard coming in. No movement yet from the Noble. No, Noble Cav's out. And where's his, Noble Cav's out, and then, oh no. Is he trying to get them? Looks like he was trying to get them in the tower, but maybe artillery crews can't get in the tower. So he could still go after them. But, yeah, I think he's going to go after these Pontic swords. He might try and get some cycle charges off on them, and probably end up being pretty successful, too. So far, so good, though, over here. These Nabatean swordsmen holding firm against 3 Pontic swords. Unbelievable. They, of course, are getting support, but even still, that's pretty amazing. It wouldn't have been a bad idea for Aravaki. Oh, 298 kills. Never mind. They're probably out of ammo. Yeah, they are. Jesus Christ, man. 298 kills for these Balearic Slingers. I was about to say, well, these guys have 0. This building right here, you can get art. I'm sure you guys know, and most people know at least, but not everyone does. You can get units up onto this building, so getting archer units onto this building, or slingers or velites, whatever, not a bad idea. I mean, they'll have the range to be able to hit some of these sword followers. Sword followers? Yeah, sword followers, that's right. They'll have the range to get some of these sword followers. I mean, they might even have range to sling over the buildings and into these Pontic swords. The only thing you have to worry about with these buildings is that onagers and ballistas can destroy them, and then of course any men that you have on there immediately are dead. So once again, Rome totally abandoning all of this right here, which is a shame because I mean, even if he took 2 Praetorian Guards and rushed them over here, it could cause quite a bit of a headache for Bactria. I mean, he would have to take this unit of thorax swords, spin them around. These Thorio Spears would be eliminated, and these thorax swords and even the Bactrian Royal Guard would have to come in and deal with the Praetorian Guard. Granted, they would get fired at, but even still, I mean, let's see, 22, 21, 42, and 59. So these guys still definitely have a lot of ammo, but I mean, the Praetorian Guard's heavily armored. They'll be able to tank most of it. So, something to think about. Something to ponder, you know? Ooh, look at that! Maybe Rome isn't too much of it. Maybe he isn't a new player. Because he found a nice little gap. See that? He's trying to worm his way through. He's not... I would not call this pushing, alright? His men are getting caught up on these thorax swords on either side here. But he's not pushing through because there is a noticeable gap there. So he's able to actually get his men through there. But now that they've turned around to attack these thorax swordsmen in the rear, 2 units of thorax swords come charging, barreling in onto this Evocati cohort. Immediately, they all are already losing decisively. Meanwhile, over here, there's still quite a a number of reinforcements. I mean, we still have all of these Osworn units out here. Just super scary units that are very scary. Pontus just dwindling away minute by minute. Bronze shield pikes are now in, but I mean, look at this. I mean, we have archers on the walls, the towers. They're going to melt these pikes in a matter of seconds. So bringing in the bronze shield pikes, honestly, probably not the best of ideas. I think maybe at this point, Pontus would probably be better off giving up attacking this area. I mean, especially with the pikes. I think if he does still have a unit of pikes left, they'd probably be best utilized maybe coming down this way or even supporting Rome. But yeah, Rome's just getting waffle stomped. Boii is not really doing much of anything, honestly. I mean, he's just letting Nabati and Arvaki take a little bit of a rest while Pontus just gets absolutely annihilated. So yeah, I mean, it's disappointing. Oh no, it's not disappointing. It's just 99 kills for the Onager unit. He still has plenty of ammo too. I mean, and the defenders don't necessarily have a lot of reserves, but Cyrene is a very defensible settlement, especially with this inner keep here that has 3 choke points, 4 if you want to count the gate. But it is a tough nut to crack. I mean, you can't neutralize these 2 towers because the capture point for them is inside the settlement. And then this tower here, I am almost positive that it doesn't, you can't change the alliance of this tower. Not that I know of, at least. You know, so Pontus has this tower, and it is firing at the defenders, but this one isn't doing much of anything. It's not firing at the defenders, so we have to assume that this indeed is uncapturable. I guess that's yeah, uncapturable. So it can just continue to fire all the time. So meanwhile, it looks like Arvaki has managed to get rid of the crew for the ballista, 0 and 39 kills. And it kind of just seems like he's waiting. Rome here, he's firing. What he is firing at, I'm not entirely sure. Let's wait and see. Where did it go? Oh, here. Oh no. Looks like he's out of ammo. 172 kills. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, but Rome is getting completely waffle stomped over here. I mean, it's ridiculous that he wasn't able to defeat the Thorax swords from Bactria with Avocati cohort, no less. But it's because he did not support his troops in any way, shape, or form with archer fire. I mean, he tried to with this unit up on the wall, but then we all saw what happened. Elephants fallen back. This might be the moment where they decide to retreat back into the inner citadel of the walls. Can't really blame them. I mean, Bactria, I mean, their Hillman unit over here hasn't done anything. Not that they've, they haven't had to, but they're hidden, so Rome doesn't know that they're there. I mean, this is potentially could turn into an ambush if he can get his Hillman into these, like, Syrian, into the Velites or the Syrian archers, if Rome's not paying enough attention. Rome's cavalry facing the opposite direction in anticipation of the noble cav charging after Rome's onager. There's some more Praetorian Guard moving in over here to try and break this. They did finally bring up some Velites who are going to start firing into the massive troops here, but we have elite Persian archers and mercenary Syrians taking them on and just absolutely dispatching them. I mean, their armor's only 15, so extremely susceptible to arrow fire. And the elite Persian archers are pretty solid. They're basically Syrians, just without the armor value, because they get precision shot and they get whistling heavy and fire shot. They just don't got that armor. So if you ever want a cost-effective giant version of Syrian archers and you're playing as and Eastern faction. Go with some elite Persian archers. So anyway, meanwhile, Pontus is going to try their damnedest to get up here. Bronze Shield, the other unit of Bronze Shield pikes, is now in here. They're taking on the Armored Desert Hoplites and the Neptune Thorax pikes. They're not going to make it through here. I mean, Armored Desert Hoplites are pretty decent, actually. They're not a bad unit to use. And now he's actually pulling. All right, so he pulled back his hoplites. And this is speculation here, but he pulled back his hoplites, and I'm assuming he did that because when you click an attack order on a unit, your unit that you clicked that you're using will now attack that said unit, right? And then if the unit runs away, they'll chase after them. So what I'm speculating what happened here was he pulled up the pikes, put them in place, and once they were stuck in against the Armored Desert Hoplites, he retreated them in hopes that the attack order would still be standing and that they would try and charge after him, thus running into those pikes. If that's not what it was, then, well, that's a strategy that you can use if you so desire. Which is why it's never a bad idea to put units on guard mode so they don't go running off and then exhausting themselves. Ooh, look at that. Rome was trying to get sneaky there for a minute. Sneaked away into this breach. Bactria was on top of it, though, with the Royal Guard and Hillman. Look at this. One Thorax Sword holding back two Evocati cohort. But the Praetorian Guard, look. There's nothing over here. This Praetorian Guard, if he could come out and then come around and get right into the back of the Thorax Swords, get rid of them completely, and then they could move on a little bit more with better egress, so to speak. Oh, here we go. Noble Cav from Arvaki moving in. Oathsworn have finally made their way into the building. Bronze Shield pikes have actually pulled back. Swordsman starting to break, taking on the 3 units of Pontic Swords. Scutari in the mix as well, taking on the 3 Pontic Swords. They're trying their damnedest, but I mean, these guys are silver chevrons, so Scutari, though, I feel like should be able to. Maybe not. The Pontic Swords, at least when they're silver chevroned up, are better than the Scutari. 98 kills for that unit of archers. We got 0 for that Balearic. 181 for the Onager. Whether or not he's out of ammo, I'm not sure. It might just because he's moving. Oh, here we go. Bactria and Hillman moving up. 23 kills. Hopefully they still have some jabbies left, because this would be a nice, juicy target for them to go after. There we go. Looks like the Praetorian Guard did do what I had said that they should do. Thurio Spears are in the mix. Pop those suckers in the square and they'll last a little bit longer than what they usually do. Bactria Royal Guard getting pulled back because it's an extremely important unit to keep. Hillman getting sent in their place. And now it seems like it's going to be a full-on retreat to the inner citadel to hold. 13 minutes left in this one, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, do all that cool YouTube stuff. Helps out the channel. Of course, I appreciate it as well. Don't forget to check out the links in the description below. It's for my Twitter, Twitch, and Discord server. And as always, if you have replays of your own that you would like to see up on the silver... Oh, is he going for... Okay, I thought he was going for the building. Yeah, if you have replays of your own, feel free to join the Discord server and drop them on in there, and I'll get to them in a timely fashion. Oh, I need to get pictures, don't I? Gotta get those thumbnails, you know what I'm talking about? The lone Bactrian Hillman. Combat's even? How is combat even? I don't understand. How are these guys actually holding out? That is amazing. Now, there we go. Let's say, what did they take? BCP or some shit? Huh? What about this? So... now we have most of the armies are inside the walls. Boii still has 3 units. Pardon me. Of Oathsworn outside, 2 units inside. Rome's general is pretty beat up. Honestly, I think that they would be able to get in here real quick and finish Rome off. If he wanted to. Onager is out of ammo. Sword follower, like, why are you here? Why are you even defending this? They don't have any more ammo left. Eastern Onager, 223 kills. He might still have ammo left, actually, but not bad. Definitely where you want to have them, especially if he just sits them right here. Or even if he plops them down over here, he might be able to get some decent angles off on these guys. But slingers up on the wall, they are now firing at the archers. Definitely the target that you want to go for. 148, 50. Jeez, look at that number just climb. For this unit, where's his general? Is this general dead? Oh, what did I miss? Fuck. General is dead. He must have sallied out. Man. I feel like you're reckless with this Nabatea build, but I'm here for it. So you're just like, you're hitting hard and hitting fast. That's how I feel he's been playing with the Nabatea build. But anyway, I mean, they are a good faction. They really are, especially if there's like unlimited funds. Then you can really get some wonky shit going on. I mean, they are one of my favorites, actually, too. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, their archers are just gnarly. I mean, they don't get quick reload or precision shot, but they're just really good archers. Ooh, oh wow, he could do it. He could do it, and I don't think they would notice. But if I don't know, he probably doesn't want to sacrifice 1 unit of cav just to get 3 archers. Can't really blame him. So Rome is finally all the way in. He really doesn't have much of anything left, though. Three Praetorians left. 113 men, 129, 158, and then 1 Evocati cohort left. 2 of Assyrians. His general is almost dead, and then the auxiliary cav as well. Ooh, here we go. Ooh, Painted Warriors. I didn't see them anywhere. Painted Warriors taking on some sword followers. Now the elephants are getting in the mix. These elephants probably finish these sword followers off. Oh, we had to drop the onager. So he definitely has ammo left. I don't think he would have dropped the onager just to save the crew if he didn't have anything left. But yeah, here we go. I mean, these guys are going to be firing into the backs. They're getting shot at from these slingers up here. 39 kills. How many do they have? They're up to 194. And they probably still have quite a bit of ammo left, too. I would imagine. Let's just check real quick. And yeah, they don't have their swords out, so. Again, Armored Desert Hoplites out front, so they engage them first, and then once they're fully engaged and stuck in with the Hoplites, you can pull them back and then lead the enemy troops right into the pikes. No movement over here from the Noble Cab yet. Nope, they're starting to move. Looks like he is going to go after these 2 units here. Rome, in the meantime, is kind of just taking his time, moving forward. Again, though, he doesn't have much left. And, I mean, honestly, it doesn't appear that he's going to support any of these troops at the moment with these archers. This may not be a bad time to bring these elephants back around. I mean, even if you hid them somewhere, behind a building or something, because you can hide them. Yeah, I mean, if you hide them, then wait till the last minute and just charge them out in the Praetorian Guard. But, I mean, this is a valuable unit, so you don't want to just use it willy-nilly, like, you know what I mean? I always say elephants, chariots, situational. Gotta find the right time to use them. So, there's a little bit of a lull in the battle at the moment. 6 minutes and 25 seconds left, so I'm not really sure what's going to happen. I mean, the attackers still have quite a bit left. Well, maybe they don't, actually. In reality, it's really just Boii at this point that's kind of... Are they just getting shot? Yeah, there's... Why would you do that? Celtic Bowman can't tank worth a shit. And if he's trying to focus down... Ooh, pardon me. If he's trying to focus down the pikes, without, like, whatever, that's fine, but... If he's shooting at the slingers, you're just going to waste most of the shots that you're taking. Oh, that's right. I need pictures. God damn it. I'll keep forgetting. Pontic swords just getting shot at him. Like, what's going on? Did Pontus leave? Rome's starting to move up now. And Bactria and Arvaki. Looks like they're going to hide back here. Elephant's moving. Swine lovers.
Advance at speed!
Can I zoom in here more? No, I can't. That sucks. As soon as I go with that, terrible.
Double time! Get the banners!
Oh, pulling back. Pulling back. Look at that. He caught on. He caught on. Charge right into the pikes! Wow, why'd you do that? Come on. Just need one good shot. He's retarding. He's recharting. Watch out, he's recharting. Hero, your health is low. Watch that. 10 points for anyone who knows what game that is from. What are you doing? You're just gonna get shot at. These Praetorians are gonna get wasted. Oh my god. Wait for them to drop their spears again. Did I get that one? I don't think I did. Come on, one more. Drop him. There we go. Alright. So. Meanwhile. Is this just going to be... Okay, here we go. I was like, are they just going to wait and, like, lose by a time limit? Alright, that's a distinct possibility, honestly, because the attackers aren't being very aggressive. I can't really blame them, but still. So, Neptune Thorax Pikes are losing, unfortunately, decisively to the Oathsworn, and I can't really blame them for not doing that well. They aren't the best pike unit in the game. They aren't the worst, but like I always say, pikes are pikes. Arvaki's Noble Cav is back in the settlement, and looks like they might have lost some Roman units over here, so maybe they're roving around for them. Honestly, though, this is juicy, actually. This might be a good chance to get the elephant and charge him up here. I mean, if he's not going to pay attention with his archers, or rather, if he's just going to allow his archers to get absolutely mutilated by the slingers that are up on the wall. Yeah. I understand he's coming to try and take care of these pikes, but my guy, he might be trying to use the Praetorians too to shield the archers a little bit. But yeah, Praetorians moving forward. They probably threw some of their jab. No, actually, you know what? They're probably out. They only have 6 kills though. Okay, there we go. Oh! Oh! Is this why you did this? Is this why you dropped the onager? Right here. That's actually a brilliant idea. Whether this was intentional or not, that is genius. Dropping our artillery in front of pikes so that the jabbies don't work. Wow. You know, I know this game is old as shit, and I know it has its problems, and I know that a lot of people don't like it that much anymore, and you know, Warhammer 2 is very prevalent at the moment, but I still find things while watching these replays that amaze me, where it's just like, oh, I never thought of doing that before. So that's genius. Okay, sorry, I'm gushing a wee bit. Noble Cav's still just hanging out. We have Noble Fighters, Painted Warriors, and the Backstrom Noble Cav over here. They're probably waiting for someone to either... I'm not sure what they're waiting for. They're waiting for something. I'm sure we'll... Oh, no. Did Rome just give up? I think Rome gave up. That was it. Time limit. Are you serious? I don't know why they waited so long. I mean... They either conceded... Well, no, they had to have conceded, right? Because it was only a 30-minute game. They really gave up. Why? They still had 5 Oathsworn. Like, those 5 Oathsworn could have done a lot of damage. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I guess I can't really blame them. It's... You do take a little bit of a morale beating when you're playing, and like you just constantly keep getting thwarted left and right, and you get to a point where it's like, fuck, like I just want this match to be over. Like this is fucking ridiculous. But I can't believe it. They still had so many units left. Ah, well. Anyway, what are you gonna do? So, getting into the kills, Eric. Oh my God, what happened? You only got 1 kill. What happened? Oh shit. 2,075 kills, 1 for his poor Neptune Noble Cav, 223 for the Eastern Onager, 17 for the Lactose Cataphracts, 285, 303, wow, nice. 170, 198 for his Heavy Archers, 70 and 29 for the Armored Desert Hoplites, 61, 123, 93, 146, 81, 68, and 61 for the Neptune Swordsman, 5 and 141 for the Pikes, and then 0 and 0 for the Team Palace Guard. Star Killer with 1,694 kills, 0 and 0 for the Noble Fighters, 46, 0, 60, 137, 87, 76, 69, 107, 133 for the Scutari, 44, 22, and 34 for the Iberians. That's unfortunate because they can definitely do way better. 241, 185, 308, jeez. 109 for the Balearic Slingers, or Balearic, however you decide to enunciate them. And then 39 and 0 for the Noble Cav. Billy T. Sherm with 1,523. Honestly, I mean, he did really well, especially for taking on Rome. I gotta hand it to him. And only using, for the most part, well, not even for the most part, just using Bactrian Hillmen, Thorax Swords, and Thurio Spears to thwart Rome. That's fucking impressive. 0 for his Gen, 133 for the Elephants, 97, 50, 54, and 40 for the Archers, 28 for the Bactrian Royal Guard, 0 and 0 for the Pikemen. They just sat back and chilled. 19 and 55 for the Bactring Hillman. Then 94, 95, 164, 76, 154, 221. No, hold on, actually. And 140 for the Thorax Swords, and then 60 and 43 for the Spears. Taco Munchin Youngin with 1,852 kills, 75 for his Gen, 11 for the Large Eastern Onager, 86, 69, 69, and 60 for the Eastern Archers, 108 and 55 for the Bronze Pikes, 123, 30, 40 and 99 for the Celtic Swords, 97 for the Naked Warriors, and then 151, 184, 133, 128, 126, 106, and 102 for the Celtic Swords. Krusty V-Bus with 1,428 kills, 0 for his Gen, 54, 23, 21, and 26 for the Archers, 102 and 12 for the Osborne, and then 0. I mean, look at this. These three, even him, even though he's a little beat up, and this. 4, 5, 6. A 6. He had 6 Osborne units. He could have done a lot with this. I mean, let's take a look. Like, towards the end, Arvaki didn't have much of anything left. Nabatea didn't have much of anything left. I mean, yeah, he did have the Rakim Palace Guard and pardon me, one of the Armored Desert Hoplites and a Pike unit, but not much left. Billy T. Sherm didn't have much left. These 5 Osworn units could have done a lot. So I'm not sure what happened. 354, nice, well done actually for the sword follower there. 217, 209, 34, 23, 152, and 201. And then Agaro, I don't know. 1,606 kills, 17 for his Gen, 172 for the Onager, 119 for the Auxiliary Cav, 341 and 41 for the Archers, 18 for the Velites, 162, 96, and 179. 144, 197 for the Avocado cohort, 16, 30, 38, 47, and 10 for the Stati. And then 143, 1, 159, 156, and 6 for the Praetorian Guard. Interesting battle. Very good, though. I enjoyed it a lot. Especially that move. I mean, again, if dropping the your onager in front of the pikes was intentional, it's fucking brilliant. If it was just to get your crew away from getting killed because you still had ammo left, that ended up being a happy accident. And that's honestly something that if I ever play as any of the Desert Kingdoms factions DLC, if I ever play a multiplayer game ever again, which honestly I don't remember the last time that I played a multiplayer match in Rome 2. It's been a while. Probably super rusty. But anyway, if I ever do and I play as a Desert Factions DLC and I have pikes or some type of form of hoplites or whatever, and this thing's out of ammo, I'm going to remember to do that. That is just so smart. Unbelievable. Loved it. Love catching awesome little strategic things there. But anyway, I'm rambling as I do. That's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Ooh, man. Oh, this is what I get for staying up late. Oh, I'm so tired. Okay. So, I will see you tomorrow on... No, today's Thursday. What am I talking about? So you will get one tomorrow, and you'll get one Saturday. Yeah. Oh, maybe I'll make one for something cool. Anyway, we'll see. But that being said, have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are, while you're watching. Just have a good one. Peace out, guys.